What's going on, guys? HQ420 here. You know how I get down when I come around. I am back. I am in the building. I'm breaking off a fresh single for you guys. I'm keeping things right, keeping them tight. First time to the channel, stop hesitating. Subscribe button is down there for you. Hit that thing for me. Today's video, the airline industry, but they're already struggling. Now they kicking 3-year-olds off the whole family because of a mask. Let's jump into it. All right, article right here from the Blaze. Family kicked off Southwest Airlines flight because 3-year-old autistic boy wouldn't wear a mask. Southwest Airlines, are y'all challenged? Y'all got to be challenged. That's all I'm saying. Mentally challenged, bud. I mean, who you got making your policies? Well, I mean, let's jump in this article. Maybe they got something good for me. Probably not, though. It said a Texas woman claims that she was removed from a recent Southwest Airlines flight because her 3-year-old son with autism wouldn't wear a face mask. Despite having a doctor's note explaining the boy's condition, the airline booted the family off the plane for violating the company's strict coronavirus face mask policy. Come on now. Look, it's a 3-year-old. He's 3. On top of that, autism. But they don't take too well to the crazy stuff like that, man. I mean, and they got a doctor's note. I mean, what else you want, Southwest Airlines? I mean, what else do you want? I mean, you want this sold too? Let me know. I mean, I don't get it. Wow, I mean, we just got this iron fist about a mask. And I'm going to tell you something right now. What's all those studies in the past, I don't know, 15, 20 years say about masks? They say they don't work. So how all of a sudden in the past 3 months they started working? That's all I'm asking people. If you can give me the information, I'm looking for it. And my body craves the information. So we've got over 20 years worth of studies on masks that say, hey man, they don't do nothing. And these were in like clinical studies, control groups and all that. Much less in the public. But in the past 3 months, all of a sudden, God, they work now. We built these magical masks. We're going to ride the magical mask all the way into the afterlife, I guess, because that's where it looks like we're going. So it said he was screaming. He was throwing a fit. No, no, no. I guess that's the word he was saying. And, you know, I think, I don't know if y'all been around a kid with autism or whatever, but like I said, man, they don't take too well to some kinds of stuff, and they will throw a fit. I mean, but, man, you don't exasperate it by trying to force them to do something. So y'all pay attention to this now. They out here using force. Oh, well, you see, if you don't do it, then you can't fly. I said, man, I need to get somewhere. We got somewhere we're supposed to be. Sorry, you just have to miss whatever. I mean, you might be trying to get a family member that's dying or something like that. And if folks ain't got no heart, but they're heartless. I mean, they woke up heartless. It's like, man, where your heart at? It said it was just not a good morning. Of course, it says a flight crew member informed Sadler that the plane would not depart until her son wore a face. The plane won't leave until he puts his mask on. Oh, he's 3, man. 3-year-old. I mean, and they say right here, at least it says the mask is not going to work. He's not going to wear the mask. And that was obvious. I mean, it was pretty obvious. It said, man, he ain't going to wear this thing, and he going to act a fool about it. So, I mean, we just need to move on from it. Let my son be. I mean, 3-year-old. All right, so Sadler had notified the crew member that 3-year-old son has a sensory processing disorder and doesn't like his face touched. She presented a note from the boy's doctor to document his condition, but that wasn't enough. Now, I'm pretty sure that we got something called the HIPAA. I don't know if they can sue him or not. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, that's pretty much discriminatory action right there. He's like, he got the doctor's note. He's only 3. I mean, I can't stress that enough. I mean, you mean to tell me so this 3-year-old kid is the deadly weapon that we got to worry about? So you see what I'm saying? I mean, it don't even make any sense at all. So they said they're trying to talk to him and tell him you have to wear it. It's not an option. And I'm trying to explain to them, you know, he doesn't understand what you're saying. Exactly. The boy's 3 and he's got autism. He ain't got no clue what you're talking about. He just know that you're trying to forcefully put something on his face and he ain't having it. So it said after the boy refused to wear a face covering, the captain returned the plane to his gate. Sadler, her son, and her 1-year-old daughter were kicked off. Like, good God. I mean, Bo, escorted right off. It said Sadler and her children flew to Midland to visit her husband, who was working a temporary job. Oh, so they were going out to see the husband. I got you. So I mean, Bo, I mean, so this woman's got the 3-year-old and the 1-year-old, and you give them the boot? Come on, Southwest, man, boy. You know what I'm saying, man? Don't fly Southwest. I mean, you see what they are, man. They ruthless, throat job, going right for the jugular. So they said, Sadler was wearing a mask and says she wears a face covering everywhere she goes. However, she believes there should be certain exemptions for people with disabilities. There should be, because I mean, so you mean to tell me if somebody has issues breathing, they should have to, and if they put a mask on, it could potentially suffocate them, cause them to die. You're gonna have to die on this plane, sir. This is the plane that you will die on today, because you're gonna wear the face covering. Within death comes life. I mean, come on, man. I mean, where y'all, Southwest, where you bringing this stuff up from? It says, I think there needs to be something in place for children and even adults with disabilities who can't wear a mask. They should have some type of exemption. And like I said, HIPAA should cover this. I mean, that's what I thought. That's what I thought the whole process was. I mean, and they got the doctor's note. It said, I mean, no 3-year-old who is autistic and has a sensory processing disorder is going to put anything on her face. She's spot on with that. I mean, I can't agree with her more. And they say right here, it looks like Southwest says we communicate this policy to all customers at multiple touch points throughout the travel journey, so we regret any inconvenience. Any inconvenience. Boy, I tell you what, well, I got to calm down. I be done said something a little outlandish right here in a second. But that's what my man from Southwest said. He says if a customer is unable to wear a face cover for any reason, Southwest regrets for unable to transport the individual. But a 3-year-old man, a 3-year-old, come on, dude. I mean, I said, boy, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. So we see right down here, they talking about vigorously enforcing face covering policies. I mean, everybody. And they got the airlines that include Alaska Airlines, American Airlines, Delta Airlines, Hawaiian Airlines, JetBlue Airways, United Airlines, and Southwest Airlines. So all y'all know, those are the airlines. If you need to fly, tell them, give them the bird, okay, the big bird, all right, and tell them to kiss me where the sun don't shine. I'm not flying with y'all. Y'all got the boot of tyranny, and I don't like the boot, okay? I give y'all the boot. So it says right down here that each carrier will determine the appropriate consequences. Appropriate consequences? What y'all, the law? I mean, the appropriate consequences. A misdemeanor in the first degree, according to the airlines. I mean, come on, man. Except for passengers who are found to be non-compliant of the airline's face covering policy, and including suspension of flying privileges on that airline. But they straight up permanent suspension. Come on, man. Now here's what I was trying to figure out is that on July 27th, they updated this COVID-19 mask policy for 2 years and up, which I'm trying. Man, it ain't supported by data. Okay, that's just all there is to it. And the airline eliminate a prior face covering exemption for flyers with medical or disability conditions that prevent them from wearing a mask. But what if they got to get somewhere though? What if somebody dying or something? It's like, man, I need to fly. It's like, well, you guess you're going to have to go down the street. But in closing on this, man, Southwest Airlines, employees there, Bo, you're gonna end up chopping your own head off. Do you understand what I'm saying? Man, by doing all this crazy stuff, booting little kids off and stuff like that and their parents because they can't wear a mask and they got autism and all, Bo, you gonna cut your own head off. You know what I'm saying? It don't make any sense. Man, you're already hurting as far as money-wise on the flights. They gonna lay you off. Hey, that's fine. The 1 week you kick these folks off, the next couple weeks, Bo, we ain't got enough folks flying. But dang, man, you just told me to kick these other folks off. I said, yeah, you can go home now. Bo, these CEOs and stuff don't care about your life or your livelihood. They'll have you doing some policies. You know what? Won't none of them step foot down there and handle business themselves. They always send folks out to do the bidding for them. You see, that's what the elites do. The elites ain't got it. They ain't got to get their hands dirty. They know how to. They know how to trick folks and how to get folks to think their way, and they can get the masses to do their bidding for them. So, Southwest Airlines, poo poo on you. You know what I'm saying? Poo poo on you. This was wrong. This is outlandish. Y'all are fools. And man, you might fold up because of stuff like this, man. Hey, these airlines I told you about, hey, mark them down. Ain't no need of flying on them. Bump them. Bump them all. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do. Like, share. Definitely share. I had some people who were like, man, can I share your video? Man, share the video. It's all good. Subscribe, of course. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.